Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sir Syed Children's Academy English Language class of grade 8, and I'm your teacher Miss Sabah. Our today's topic is present continuous tense. Now, we have already studied present simple. So we will talk about present continuous in today's lesson. Now, what is present continuous? When someone uses the present continuous, they are thinking about something that is unfinished or incomplete. For example, we can say when something is in the process of happening, then it is in its continuous form. Now, what is the present continuous tense? As I told you, it is the process of happening. The present continuous tense uses the ing form of a verb. For example, she is running. We can see that the sentence is happening continuously in the present moment. The present continuous tense, also known as the present progressive, it is used to describe an action that is currently happening or may happen in the future. Now let's see the formation of present continuous tense. Formation of present continuous tense. Here we will learn how to make positive, negative, and questions of present continuous tense. First, there is a plus sign and there is a structure of affirmative or positive statement. Let's see. S plus M is R plus VING plus dot dot dot. Now, let me explain you the components of this structure. S stands for subject, M is R are your helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Plus VING is your verb first form plus ing, and these dots stand for the rest of the sentence. So, students, to make the positive statement in present continuous tense, you will write your subject first and then you will add your helping verb according to your subject. And after that, you will write the first form of verb and add ing at the end of it. And then you will write if there is any rest of the sentence. Now, let's move towards the negative statement. Here, you will write your subject and then you will add your helping verb according to your subject. And after that, you will add not. Always remember to add not after your helping verb in negative statements. After adding not, you will write your verb with ing and then you will add if there is any rest of the sentence. Now let's move towards the question. In question, what you will do is you will write your auxiliary verb or helping verb first and then you will write your subject. And then you will add verb's first form with ing and then the rest of the sentence. As I have done with all the structures. Here in positive I have written he is playing, which is a positive statement. And then I will change it into a negative statement by writing not after is, like he is not playing or he isn't playing. After that, I made a question and I have written is he playing? So here I change the position of my auxiliary verb. I have written it before the subject to make it a question. Now let's take some more examples of positive, negative, and interrogatives to get the better understanding of present continuous tense. Students, here you can see there's a chart where a lot of positive, negative, and interrogative sentences are given. Let's take the example number 1 of a positive sentence. It is, I am washing my shirt. Here, I is the subject, am is the helping verb, washing is the main verb with ing, and my shirt is the rest of the sentence. Now, how I made this sentence? Of course, I made it with the help of structure. So, it is very important for you to learn all these structures of all the tenses. Now let's see the negative example. Here the first example is he is not sleeping. Here he is the subject, is the helping verb, and not is for negative statements, and sleeping is my verb with ing. Now let's move towards the interrogative. Here the first example is are you listening to me? Here are is the helping verb, you is the subject, listening is the main verb with ing, and to me is the rest of the sentence, and I have added question mark at the end, which is very important because whenever you made interrogative you have to put a question mark at the end of it. Now students, if you learn all of the structures, then it will be easy for you to recognize the sentences and to make them and also to use them. And here you can see all the sentences, positive, negative and interrogatives are different. Positive statements are the yes statements, and negative statements always have not in them, and interrogatives will always have question marks at the end of them. Now let's move towards the next topic, which is the uses of present continuous tenses. Now I will teach you how to use present continuous tense and where to use it, because it has some different uses. Students, here you can see we have all the uses of present continuous tense with examples. Number 1 is describe something which is happening at the exact moment of speech. Means present continuous tense tells us about the process that is happening at the moment. Like you are watching this video right now. So it is at the very moment you're watching this video. So this statement, this sentence will be present continuous sentence. Here the example is Jim is watching television at the moment. Means Jim, our subject, is watching television at this very moment. So whatever is happening at the moment, that is your present continuous. The second use is describe an action that is taking place now but not at the exact moment of speech. Means there is an action that is happening but not at the exact moment but somewhere else. Like an example, John is working. He is working. That is in motion. Means it is happening but not here in London. John is working in London. Means this process is taking place but not here, not at that exact moment but somewhere else. Now the use number 3 is describe an event planned in the future. It means that you have planned something that you will be doing at some time, at some point in the future. Like an example, I am taking my French class on Tuesday. Here there is still the process of happening, but it is not happening right now, but it will happen somewhere in the future at some time. But when it will happen, it will be in the process of motion, it will be continuous. Now in number 4, to describe a temporary situation. These are the situations that are for some time, and we express such situations in continuous form. So the example is I am staying with a friend for a few days. Here the situation is not permanent because it is temporary, because here a few days is used at the end of the sentence, which is telling us that this is just a temporary situation. Means this issue will be resolved and the situation will be changed. So such kind of situations are present continuous situations. The fifth use is to emphasize the frequency of an action. Here, whatever action is happening, whatever action is in process, it will be described in present continuous form but with the frequency of it. Means we will use some kind of adverb with it which will tell us how serious and non-serious, or how frequent or non-frequent this action is. Like an example, that child is always crying for no good reason. Means here the child is in the habit of crying for no good reason. Means this child cries for No reason mean without reason. It is its habit. And this action crying is in process. So that kind of action is always written in present continuous tense. And the last use is of to describe changing situations. Means here are some situations which are changing with time. Like an example, her health is improving by leaps and bounds. This is just like that if we say this patient is getting better. Means when the patient came to the hospital, he was sick, but now he is getting better. Means he is improving his health. So his health situation is changing. Such changings are always written in present continuous tense. Now let's move towards the home task. Before moving towards the home task, you have to watch this video a couple of times to understand what are present continuous tenses, how we make present continuous tenses, and what are the uses of present continuous tenses. That will definitely help you to solve your home tasks. In this first exercise of your home task, what you will do is you will complete the following sentences by using present continuous tense. Now, how you will do it? You can see the number 1 and 2 are solved for your assistance. In number 1, it is written my son dash talk. Talk is in the bracket on the phone right now. Now here is the process that is happening right now, and this process is talk. So how you will make it in present continuous tense? You will add ing in talk and make it talking. Now what you will do is you will see what is your subject, and according to your subject you will add helping verb before the verb talking. Here the subject is my son, which is singular noun. So I have added is. My son is talking on the phone right now. Now you can see example number 2 is interrogative, and here you have two words given in the bracket, that is you and sleep. Means you is your subject and sleep is your main verb. What you will do is first you will make sleep with ing, that is sleeping. Now you and sleeping, and then there is a question mark which is telling you that you have to make an interrogative. Now how you will make interrogative? You will add the helping verb of present continuous. That is the only thing missing here. So I have added the helping verb before the subject. Why is that? Because there is a question mark at the end. So I made it are you sleeping? Here are is your helping verb, you is your subject, and sleeping is your main verb. Now you will do the rest of the sentences in your copies. Now watch this video and keep practicing your tenses, and I will see you in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.